DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's a lunch vlog. I'm back in Switzerland, and you can tell that I guess school started again because there wasn't anybody here, didn't seem to be any parents, and it's a lot cooler today. Well, I had a interesting time in Canada at the conference, and as I talked before, slept the evening at my parents', so that was good. Managed to get in even a weekend and a Friday, so you know, pretty good. Got a bit of time with them and saw in-laws and my mother-in-law and brother-in-law and brother-in-laws as well, and an uncle. So yeah, good visit, and from my family side I'll have a few videos which I'll be taking things here and there when I was over at the conference, and we'll see. We've already made, at one meal we made a whiskey vlog. My brother had brought some whiskey, and I said we cannot go by and not make that a whiskey vlog. Yeah. So one thing I did do when I was over in Canada, I did do some geocaching. Surprise, surprise. And I went to a graveyard. One graveyard I went to, I don't know, people like graveyards, I guess, because it's a nice place to hide things near trees often, was where my father-in-law is resting. And the other one was a graveyard in my hometown, which I had not been, there for, oh goodness, I would say probably 40 years. And 35 at least, at the minimum. And once I got there, okay, the cache was nothing particular. That's the thing about the Canadian caches, but that's another thing. But I was on my own. I should have. Now I'm mad at myself. I didn't vlog there because I was in a hurry. The thing what I was going to get to, if I finally do, was when I was walking through that graveyard, I was looking for a stone for my great-grandfather, who is buried there. And I started at one end of the graveyard, and of course, as fate would have it, he was at the far end, which was good in a way, because walking through the graveyard was really going down a really kind of creepy memory lane. It's not that I was seeing people resting there that were, there were some relatives, yes, but the names, they just kept flashing along. And here was, oh, there's that book author that I remember lived in the town. Look there. There's my former neighbor. Oh, so that's where he is. And, oh, there's the guy with the garage. Used to live near to our place. My dad worked for him. Then walking a little bit further, oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I used to go to school with his son, and so on and so on. And finally, it was like memory lane, and I took a long time there, but it was for me. I don't know, it was one of those things where, I thought about taking out the webcam and documenting it, and all of a sudden it was like almost too private. How could I say that? It was going into my own memories, and I was seeing names of people and situations, and it was actually quite an emotional experience. I have documented emotional experiences, as you know, but I don't know, there was something about this one. I had to walk quickly, and still it was like all happening. And it was very impressive. One thing that impressed me, but probably less in the positive side, was like the town's richest family. It was almost like a mausoleum, basically. They had put stones that looked like, look, here we are. I was wondering, it was a Catholic. I think it was only Catholics there. you were wondering, well, are you going to take down the cross and put that mausoleum instead? No, it was just like too much. It's like, look, here we are, the family that put this town on the map, or whatever. Anyway, the problem is with all that, of course, is I knew all their names. I mean, it's not a problem, but there's a lot of, well, mostly positive things associated with them. But it was just, for me, it was a bit over the top. Then there was also a few funny gravestones, as you usually see. Yeah, I mean, one was like kind of like a circle, looked like a wheel or something with a hole in. If I'm right, it might have even been the veterinarian. Although I don't quite see what that had to do with him. Anyway, and yeah, and when I finally got to where my great-grandparents were, because I had no idea anymore where it was a small stone, very modest stone. There were quite a few names on it, because it probably was a family lot. And there was the great-grandparents that were there as well, so people from the mid-1860s or something like that. And yeah, so it was interesting also seeing some family members or graves that people that I'd forgotten about, but the names had been mentioned, when I was a kid, or people that I knew for years and years ago. Well, that's my lunch vlog. It was one of the things that whenever I go back to Canada, I do love to go back to my hometown over there, which for the moment only my uncle lives there and a cousin, and just reminisce. It's a good time. Okay, is that it? Well, yes, almost. Yeah, I'm gonna close off by saying that I saw that I was challenged for the ice bucket thing by Irene and Dave. Well, I knew what was going to happen. But no, I'm not going to do it in 24 hours. Although I don't think they mentioned that. That's not going to happen. It'll happen next week probably, once I'm on vacation. But this week, no time for doing it. But yeah, I mean, why not? And it's a good cause as well. Nobody knows about it over here. It's one of those American things. Oh well, anyway, that'll be it for today. DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good Monday. Cheers.